First off, what are some of the warning signs that indicate that you may not be living in the present, even though most people probably assume that they are?
I think the two main things, in the broadest sense, it's basically thoughts and feelings. Those are the two things. When you're fully present, your feelings are very calm and your thoughts are very still. And so if you're having thoughts and feelings, you're at some degree not fully present. And so then the only question is to what degree? And does it matter? Because of course we want to have feelings and we want to have thoughts. It's understanding them and rising above them when they're in the way of being fully present. And in that state where you're really able to perform at your highest level of ability. And that's really the benefit, the payoff.
Why are you able to perform at your highest ability when you're in the present?
Again, in its simplest way, it's because all of your mind, your body, your heart, your soul is in this present moment. So there are no distractions. Athletes see this all the time. If you have a little thought, as you're about to make a putt or swing the baseball or play tennis, a little thought, a little nagging voice saying, "Oh, you're going to screw up."
Oh, that happens to me on the golf course, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what causes you to suddenly have the little, what they call the yips in golf, for example. And so those thoughts diminish your ability to be as present as you can be. It's the same kind of thoughts when you're meeting somebody new for the first time. Many people have that experience. They meet somebody, 5 seconds later, they have no idea what that person's name is.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
And why is that? Thoughts were going on. I wonder how I look. Gee, did I say the right thing? Oh, I got to make sure I say the right thing for that guy up there. And meanwhile, I'm not paying attention to this person right here.
What am I going to say next?
What am I going to say next? Exactly. And all of those thoughts and that tense feeling that you can have, that sort of numbed out, paralyzed feeling, which is a small thing, but is still very symptomatic of what it's like not to be present, diminishes your ability to be fully there, fully in the moment.
Well, you say it's important to listen to your body. What kind of feedback is your body giving you that may indicate that you're not in the present at all?
It shows up in a lot of different ways. It shows up in eye contact. It shows up in your voice, the quivering in your voice or how calm you feel. It shows up in cold, clammy hands. There are dozens of examples of the stomach starts to churn, the butterflies are flying, you feel nervous and anxious. All of those things are signs that in this present moment, you are not fully present. There's something about this moment that's not entirely safe. And so your body has automatically slipped into the fight or flight response mode, which is essentially what's taking you out of being present.
And over time, that can really burn you out, mentally and physically.
Well, that's the thing. In the short run, you say, well, okay, I was nervous for that minute. Who cares?
Right.
But there's a cumulative effect, for sure, particularly for people who are living in stressful lives every day, year in, year out. And that's when a lot of the more major physical ailments start to show up, the unexplained ones that I mentioned yesterday. Tinnitus, bursitis, a lot of the itises.
Right. Well, you talked about you had this strange pain in your shoulder. You went for treatment. It wouldn't go away.
That's right. And it was like that for years. And if I really tried, one time I tried to learn tennis. I thought, I'm really going to learn this sport. Well, within 20 minutes, I could not lift my right arm. I just couldn't lift it. And as I mentioned yesterday, there's no physical cause or explanation for that, other than the fact that I was living this very stressful life at that time.
And now you're fine.
That's right. That's right. But nevertheless, I think what happens is your weak spot shows up when you're in stress. And in my case, it was my shoulder. It's that flare-up of colitis, the tinnitus. Those are the risk areas for me.